topics, right? In the BST.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So same as like that, we are going to do only one program for all the topics, that we are going to create a node, create a vertices, create a edge, and doing some of the traversal operation. In the tree also we have seen some of the traversal operation. Same like that, we graph also having some of the traversal operation. So I will explain you what is the function that we are going to use in a programming concept. And after that, in the next class, we will discuss only one. We will take only one program and we will complete entire syllabus with that, right?
Okay.
Yes. So, so this will be a, most probably this is not a theory. This will be an algorithm point of view. It will be like an algorithm point. When they are asking without any programming concept in your fifth unit to represent the graph and give the graph operation, then you want to write these three operations and you want to give an example and you want to give an explanation. That's enough. If they are asking mentioning any program, they won't mention all the operation to insert in your program. They will ask some of the operation to do with the graph. So in that point of view, you want to write that particular lines of code, that will be enough for that. And in this, the recording started. Yes. So in this graph operation, we will have three types of operation. One is insert, delete, and traversal. So have you studied the insert operation in the tree?
Yes, sir.
So what will be the operation while you are going to insert in a tree? What is the condition for inserting a node in a tree?
First, comparing with key elements. That means
It,
node.
yes, good. So it will compare with the key element and it will be storing either in a left hand side or in a right hand side, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So before in the previous class, I have explained you the graph terminologies and all. Can you tell me how we want to insert a tree? Insert a node in a graph. Let's try. Anyone? I have given some of an example in the previous class how to the graph representation will be. In that representation, if you are inserting one of the node, how will the represent will be?
Based on
So first
conditions.
one is how many nodes?
Yes.
How many nodes are there?
Okay. Then second condition.
Sir, based on condition, we can attach to any nodes.
Yes,
That means we
good.
can
So
link to any node.
yes, so based upon the condition that you want to give for an adjacent node, what is a neighbor node for that particular inserting node? You want to give that. If I am giving the neighbor node, that then the edges will be traversed from that particular node to the neighbor node, whatever you are mentioning in your program. So that is the concept to insert and vertices in a graph. Clear? So whether it is a complete graph, the screen is visible.
No,
Yes,
sir.
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 No.
Screen is
Yes,
visible,
sir.
sir.
Visible, sir.
Yes, whether it is a complete graph. We have given an answer for whether it is a complete graph. You have told this no. I am asking you that this is whether this is a complete graph or not. Sorry, not a complete graph. Whether it is a connected graph. Whether this is a connected graph or not.
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes,
no.
this is a connected graph. So all the node has been connected by any one of the edges, right? All the node is having any one of the edges. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir.
if it is a complete graph, all the node want to be connected with remaining all the nodes. That is a complete graph. So don't confuse with two things. One is complete graph and another one is connected graph. So this is a connected graph. It means all the nodes will having minimum of one edges. So that will represent as your connected graph. So complete graph, all the nodes want to be connected with remaining nodes of in your graph. That is known as the complete graph. So this is the connected graph, right? If suppose I want to insert an vertices called F, where I want to insert that.
neighbor of E.
No, we are not. I have not defined any neighbor adjacent node for this. I want to insert a node called F. I want to insert a node F. So where I want to insert it?
Anywhere we can insert, sir.
Yes, in this case we can insert anywhere in the graph representation. And after inserting, so if suppose I am inserting a node called F here, right? So here I am inserting a node called F. So whether it is a connected graph?
No.
No.
No, sir.
Yes. So why? Because the single node has been separate in the graph. So this is not a connected graph. Then once you want to connect those graph, what do you want to do?
Give a path to D or E anywhere, sir.
We can give any node as your path. We can fix any node as your neighbor node. If suppose you are taking A as your neighbor node, then this F will be inserted here. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. So this is the first thing that we are going to insert a node or a element. So here you can see that. So in this node, I want to insert a vertices called F. So this will be not a connected graph. This is an unconnected graph, right? Unconnected graph, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So for this first thing without representing the edges, first you want to fix the matrix representation for this node. What is the rule for matrix representation?
Rows and columns.
K
K into K. It means row into column matrix you want to design. So how after inserting of the node F, how many vertices are there?
6.
6
Five
vertices.
vertices.
So 6 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. With the calculation of the F, you having 6 vertices. And based upon the 6th vertices, you want to insert a graph into 6 into 6 graph first. So this is a normal procedure will be happen here. So while you are inserting a graph without any connection in the graph, when you are inserting a node without any connection inside the graph, automatically the graph matrix will be represented one number increase. That means that if you are inserting, if you are having 5 nodes, it will calculate 5 into 5 matrix. If you are having 6 nodes, it will calculate 6 into 6 matrix. So here I am representing this as 5, and here I am giving the list as F, and this I am giving a keyword called 5. So here, what are the values will be coming here?
All zeros.
0, 0, 0.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So all the zeros will be coming here. Clear about that? When you are inserting a node, when you are checking this matrix representation or a list representation, then what will happen is, so this is the matrix representation that you have discussed, and here you can see the list representation. So here F will be your key, and what are the element will be passing in the F?
No elements, sir.
It will be a null list. So it will be a null list over here. So it was created in a dictionary. It was created a key called F, but inside the key there is no edges were available. So it will be producing as a null element, right?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts on this? This is the function for creating a node. So this is the concept for creating a node in a graph. This is the matrix representation of creating a graph, creating a vertices, and this is the list representation of creating a vertices. Any doubts as of now? We will move faster, so that's the thing.
Sign.
So what is this graph means?
Directed.
Directed graph. So now I want to insert a node called F. So normally how many values are there? How many vertices are there in a directed graph?
7.
So when I am inserting this F vertices, what will happen? It will become 7, right? So we are going to create 8 into 8 matrix. Am I right?
Correct.
8 into 8 matrix I am going to create. In this same process will be applicable. It will create an 8 into 8 matrix and it will remains the same for all the nodes. It will be remaining the same. So this is the basic creation of a node. Without any edges, the node will be created and the graph representation of the node will be like this and the list representation will be like this. It will create an F colon A, B, C, D. F already is there. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I will take H. So F already is there. So I will take H and it will consist of a null list. Clear? So this is the thing that was basic thing how we want to be traverse from the directed, undirected, and weighted list. So same thing, same procedure will be happen here also. So if suppose I am creating a node called Z, and then the matrix will be represented one step higher, and it will be mentioned as 5. So it will be all the representation will be 0, right? Without any edges, if you are inserting a node in the graph, then all the edges will be 0. So that one thing you make clear that without any edges, if you are inserting any vertices inside the graph, then all the matrix representation will be 0 and the list representation will be the empty list. As clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now we will discuss how to insert a node. That means add an edge. So in this case, I want to add an edge from one pointer to another pointer. One vertices to another vertices, I want to add an edge. So if suppose I'm adding an edge over here, so I'm adding this F to E, then what will happen now? So this will be 5 and this list representation will be 5. See, this list representation will be F and the index value will be 5. Based upon the index value, I am doing this matrix. So what will be the value now?
Sir, in 4 plus 1, sir. All zeros.
E to F, it will be 1, right? E to F, it will be 1. And F to E also, it will be 1, right?
Yes, sir.
F to E also, it will be 1. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Remaining all zeros.
Remaining all will be zeros. If this is the representation of creating a particular vertex, a particular edge we are going to create. If suppose same vertices I am going to create a multiple edge, then this matrix representation also will be different. I am going to create all those things and all will become 1 like that. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, same in the list concept. Then how the list concept will be? We are creating a key called F, and after creating an F, what the element will be inside?
A, B, C, D.
No, only one node I am creating. Just imagine only one node, only one edge I am creating. The F is my keyword, and after that keyword, what is the element will be inside? E. And what is the E keyword will be updated?
F.
F.
B,
F,
D.
B and B and D. So likewise, the keyword will be updated. F, B, and D. Clear about this for inserting a node, and after that inserting node, if you are giving any edges to that particular vertices, then the matrix representation as well as the list representation will be different. Right? Any doubts on this? So now I am going to insert an element called Z over here. I am going to insert an element called Z, and I am giving the neighbor node as G. Then how the matrix representation will be?
So directed, sir.
Yes, it will be directed. So I will give this G to Z. I will give G to Z. And now how the matrix representation will be?
G to Z, it will be 1 remaining 0, sir.
And G2, so this is my A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. This is my G, and G to Z representation will be 1, right? So this is my 1. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And remaining all will be the zeros. Remaining all will be the zeros. Are you clear? If suppose I am giving a direct list like this, then Z to G, it means Z to G will be 1, and remaining all will be zeros. Yes, you can give 1 edges or n number of edges. That will be depends upon your program. So when you are writing a code, if you are calculating for one particular edge, you can give one particular edge, or else you can give number of edges and number of connections to that particular vertices. So that's not a problem. When you are giving and creating a node and giving edges to one node to another node, then the matrix representation will be differ. As like that, the list representation also will be differ. If suppose I am giving this as if suppose I am giving a direct node between A to Z, then what will happen for the G? What will happen for the G?
DZ.
Z will not be there because Z is an incoming node for this G. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So the G will remain same as the outgoing node, that is D, and the Z will be like this. Z will be the G.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting this? If suppose I am giving this node as to outgoing from node from G, then here it will be D comma G and Z will become empty. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now same thing which will be in the directed graph also. How the directed graph will be? So if suppose I am inserting a node called Z and I am giving the value, creating an edge and I am giving a value called 50, then how this representation will be? This is a direct graph or undirected graph?
Weighted.
Weighted graph.
In this weighted, whether we have given any directed or undirected, weighted undirected symbol. So it means it will travel from each edges. So it will take 2 edges also. So E to Z it will mark as
50.
E to Z. So it will be my E. So E to Z it will mark as 50. Am I right? And Z to E to Z here also it will mark as 50. And remaining all the elements will be 0. Clear? Yes. Now coming to this list representation, the Z will be key of Z
E
is
comma
equal
50.
E comma 50. Good. So the Z representation will be E comma 50. And what about the E representation?
B comma 3, D comma 2.
B comma 3, D comma 2, and Z comma 50. So these 3 nodes will be there in the particular dictionary for this, right? So this is the thing when you are adding a node, and after adding a node, if you are giving an edges for that related node, then the matrix representation and the list representation will be different. And based upon this only, we are going to write a program over here. There is only one program. We are going to create a graph, and we are going to create a node, and we are going to create an edge, and we are going to do a traversal technique that we have discussed in the tree concept. Same, not a same traversal, it will be different traversal. And now coming for this, the function will be add edge is equal to v1 comma v2. If you are going to add an edge from one end to another end, we want to mention what is the v1, that is vertex is 1 and what is the vertex is 2. So this is the edge we are going to create. When you are going to create, this is the function that you are going to use, that is add edge is equal to the add edge of v1 comma v2. And when you are going to add a node, add node of the node representation want to be given. So this is a common function that you are going to use in your program. When you are going to add a node, add node of f, z, a, b, whatever you may be, you need to give the number representation or a character representation. And for adding an edge operation, you want to give 2 vertices to which node you want to add an edge. So you want to give the two vertices of that is v1 comma v2, or it may be a comma b, c comma d, e comma f, whatever it may be. That depends upon your program. And this is the insertion operation. This is the creation of a node and creation of an edges operation in the graph. And next we will start the deletion operation. So now you can tell me, if I want to delete this node of C, the representation, the function representation will be like this: delete underscore node, and you want to give that vertices name. What is the vertices name? You want to give that vertices name. So if I am deleted this node, what will happen? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
If I am deleted, this is a complete graph. If I am, this is a complete graph or what? Connected graph. So this is a connected graph. If I am deleting this vertices called C, then how this matrix representation will be?
C won't be known.
All the C rows will be deleted, right?
Yes, sir.
C rows and column will be deleted.
Yes, sir.
Am I right? And after deleting this, we are not creating any edges for this remaining node called D, and that remaining node D will be always remain 0 if there is no connections. Yes?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is the thing, when you are deleting a node from a graph, it will automatically delete the column of that particular vertices and the row of the particular vertices in the matrix, and as well as it will delete all the list items that you have given inside the list also. So here what will deleted over here in the list? Here the C will be deleted completely, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. In this A pointer, in this A keyword, this C will be deleted. So it means A is connected only with B. Am I right? After deleting this node, A is connected only with B.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And here this C also will be connected. It means B is connected only with A. If the C is deleted, then B is connected only with A. And here you can see this C will be deleted. It means there is no connection in the vertices called D. So it will be remains as an empty list. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So same thing that will be. So if suppose I am deleting a node called C in this particular directed graph. So before that we have discussed an undirected graph. So this is the directed graph, and in this directed graph I want to delete the element called C. Then how the matrix representation will be? So this is my A, this is my B, and this is my C. And this is my A, this is my B, and this is my C. Then this C will be deleted first, and this C will be deleted again. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So after deleting this, so the matrix representation will be like this. So there is no connection between A and F. If I am deleted the C vertices, there is no connection between A and F. The remainings will be same. If you are deleting the node, all the vertices also, all the edges also will be deleted. If you are deleting one particular node without any condition, then the edges which was inner degree or outer degree, that edges also will be deleted. That is one of the thing. And after deleting that, in the matrix representation, whatever the representation has been given for that particular vertices called C, that will be removed from your matrix, and that matrix will be again rechanged to 6 into 6 matrix. It means after deleting the C, we having only 6 elements, so it will be considered as 6 into 6 matrix. Don't get too much of complicated. Only one thing: if you are deleting a row, deleting a vertices in the graph, then it will be automatically deleted the particular representation of a vertices in a matrix also, as well as it will delete all the representation that was used in the list also. Clear? So here what will happen? The C will be deleted, right? In the list. Yes.
Sir.
What are the vertices will be deleted again? What modification will? again you can see here what modification will be. Yes.
A and F connection.
A only B.
Yes, A which will be having only B. So this C will be deleted. After deleting this, all the elements of the C will be deleted. And this F keyword, this C will be deleted. And after deleting this, the list will be represented like this. A is a keyword. In this A keyword, there is only one vertices will be there, that is B. And after that, this is an F keyword. And after deleting the C, there is only one vertices will be there, that is G. That you can see in the graph also. So for this F, we are having only one vertices, that is G. For this A, we are having only one vertices, that is B. After deleting this C vertices. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now you can tell me for this graph. So I want to delete C.
Five and one will be removed, sir.
Now I want to delete C here. You can see this in this
First C
graph.
column will be deleted.
The C, that is A, B, and C. Here A, B, and C. So this column will be deleted first. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this column will be deleted first. So remaining all the nodes also will be, remaining all the weightage also will be deleted automatically, right? So whatever weightage has been given, this 5 and 1 also will be deleted here. You can see here one value has been deleted, that is 5. That is traversing from A to C, that is deleted. And here the weightage will be 1, that is traversing from C to D, that is also deleted. So this is the D, right? This is D, and D to C, one weightage will be there, that is 1, that also will be deleted. And here same that this is undirected graph, so we have deleted 4 weightage in this graph. So it means the C column and row will be deleted. It will be deleting automatically all the rows and all the weightages that was implemented by C. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in the list representation, what will happen now?
C deleted.
Yes,
So,
E
so
and D will
first the C vertices will be deleted first. That is the first thing. The C vertices will be deleted first. And after that, it will look whether the C vertices having any adjacent node or not. Yes, it is having an adjacent node of A and D, right? So it will check the A keyword first, and A keyword, the C will be here, so it will be deleting this C vertices here, and D keyword, we having a C vertices here, so it will be deleting this vertices here. It will be deleted, and this also will be deleted, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so you know that apart from the programming part, you know that how to insert, how to create a node, and how to create an edges, and how to delete a node. That if you are deleting a vertices, then automatically the edges will be removed. So no problem about that, to removing the edges. If you are deleting a node, the edges will be removed automatically. So this is the programming. This is the theoretical part to how to write a program. For this, I have given some of the functions over here. That is how to delete a node. You want to give the function name called delete underscore node, and you want to give the node number or a character, whatever you are representing in the particular graph. So that is the thing. Are you clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now I no need to create a node. I no need to delete a node. I want to create an edge. So that is the next concept. First thing, you want to insert a node and create an edge, and the second thing, you want to delete a node, and now you are going to delete an edge. For this, the function will be delete underscore edge, comma, the vertices that you are going to delete, the edges that you are going to delete between the two vertices. So here I am taking C, comma, D. So it means which edges will be deleted now? So here the function will be delete underscore edge, C, comma, D. It means this edge will be deleted now. Am I right? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So after deleting the edges, whether any difference in the matrix representation?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference here?
In C and D, sir.
C and D.
So
C
here
and D
it
vertices.
is B, C, D, and E. So here also A, B, C, D, and E. So it means C and D we have given a value called 1, and now we want to change C and D, we are given a value called 1, now we want to change this as 0. And again D and C we are given a value called 1, right?
Yes, sir.
So D and C we are given a value called 1, that value want to be represented as 0 now, after deleting the edges. Not a node we are deleting. If you are deleting a node, then the matrix representation will be differ with one step upwards. That is, if you are going to create a 5 into 5 matrix, if you are creating a node or deleting a node, it will minus or plus. That will be depends upon your program. And if you are deleting an edge, the matrix will not be changed. Inside the matrix, the value will be changed. That is the thing. Clear? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So same in this list representation, what will happen now?
Relation between C and D will be.
In this C keyword, the D will be cut it off, right? Yes. In this D keyword, the C will be cut it off. The edge will not be applicable for this. And remaining edge will be remain same. There is no disturbance for the remaining vertices. Only the edge that we are going to delete from one vertices to another vertices, then that C, particularly that corrections will be happened in the matrix also, as well as the list also. That is the thing for deleting an edge. So this will be applicable for all the structure. For a directed graph, undirected graph, and weighted graph, all the structure will be same like this. The matrix representation will not be changed. Inside the matrix, the values will be changed for this particular deleted edges for two vertices. That is the thing. Right? Those who are having any doubts, you can raise your hands. Those who are having doubts, you can raise your hands. No doubts. Good. Then Dinesh Kumar from AIDS, are you there, Dinesh Kumar? Sushant?
Yes, sir.
Sushant, are you having any doubts in this? For the 4 operations we have discussed as of now, 4 or 5 operations we have discussed.
No, sir. No, sir. Understand.
Are you clear about the concept? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Mic problem. Yes. You will have mic problem, don't worry. Saravana Priya.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Saravana Priya, are you having any doubts in the 4 operations?
No, sir.
Are you clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Ajilan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ajilan. Having any doubts in these operations?
No, sir.
No. Fine. Thank you. Yugendran, are you there, Yugendran? Yes. Thank you for this response. And after that, the traversal technique. So this is the insertion and deletion technique that we have discussed in the graph, not in a programming point. We have discussed in a theoretical point. If they are asking to write an algorithm for the insertion and deletion technique in a graph, you just take an directed, undirected, and weighted graph, and before deleting and after deleting, before insertion and after insertion, you want to separate those things and you want to give an example. So that is the thing. And now coming to the traversal technique, there is 2 types of techniques will be there, and we are going to discuss about only one type of technique, that is the depth first search. Depth first search. That is the first traversal technique that you are going to discuss. With this name, can anyone tell me what it means? Depth first search. By seeing this name, can anyone tell me what will be the concept?
Tree nodes depth. That is longest path.
Yes, one more time.
Longest path, sir.
Longest path. Okay. Any other answers? Any other?
No, sir.
No.
We need to find first depth, sir.
Yes. So
That
it means
last one.
it is simply represented that we want to visit all the nodes. We want to visit all the nodes from the first node. What we are taking, you can take any node as your first node, and after taking the first node till the depth of the graph, you want to visit all the nodes by using some of the conditions, and based upon the condition, you want to search a particular vertices in the graph. That is the concept. So in the tree representation, if you are going to search a node, which node you will be taking first?
Root node.
So root node will be taking first. So here I am having a tree like this, 1, 2, and 3. So first I will compare with the root node called 1, and after that we will apply some of the condition in the root node, and either you can go in the left hand side or you can go with the right hand side. That is the concept. So in that case, in that particular tree, you will having a root node. So the condition is to start with the root node, right? Yes. Am I right? In the tree structure, there will be a condition that if the searching process is occur, definitely you want to start with the root node. That is the condition of a tree. And when you are coming with a graph, I already mentioned the difference between the root node, tree and a graph. There is no root node was available in the graph, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in that case, which node you want to take as your first node, that will be depends upon you. Which node is want to take as the first node, that will be depends upon you. If suppose I am taking A is my first node, and I want to compare the adjacent node of A. I want to compare the adjacent node of A. If you are having two adjacent nodes in this, you can choose any one of the adjacent node. So I will give you the condition first. Yes, anyone can explain the first point that I have mentioned there. Anyone can read out the first point and tell me what is that.
Consider starting node as current node and visit that node.
Consider starting node as a current node. What it means?
That means first node we want to consider as starting node. That means first in the graph.
First in the graph, the starting node, which will be depends upon the user. Whatever node you want to start, you can start that. When you are starting with that particular node, then that node will be represented as your current node, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then what is the second point? Anyone? Second point I have mentioned there. Just study that point and give me an explanation about that.
Visit the unvisited adjacent node of current node. Make that node as a current node.
Yes. What it means?
So it means move to the adjacent node, then takes a current node, sir.
So yes. First you want to fix the current node, and after that you want to find out the adjacent node of the current node, and after finding out the adjacent node of the current node, make that node as the current node. So here you can see I am taking this A as my current node, and I am finding that adjacent node, that is B and C. So after finding the adjacent node B and C, it means visit the unvisited adjacent node. Visit the unvisited adjacent node. Here B and C was unvisited. So I am taking two things over here. And after that, I want to choose any one of the vertices from B and C. If suppose I am taking C is my vertices node, and after that I want to make this C as my current node. Confused? If you are confused, can raise your hands. If you are having any confusion in this, you can raise your hand.
Once again, sir.
Yes?
Once again, sir.
Once again. So first step, what is I am having? I can take any node as my current node in the graph. In the tree, we want to take only root node as your current node. In graph, you can take any node as my current node. So in this case, I am taking A as my current node, and I am searching the adjacent node of A. What is an adjacent node of A here?
B and C.
B
C,
and
D.
C.
B and C.
B, C, and D will be my adjacent node. And the second point, what I have done, visit the unvisited adjacent node of a current node, make that node as the current node. So here B, C, and D are unvisited node. Why? Because we have just started the searching technique. So here I am taking the current node, and remaining all the nodes will be the unvisited node. So here what I am doing is, I can take either B, C, or D. Any one of the node I can take. So now what I am doing, I am taking C is my adjacent node of A, and this C will act as my current node.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Yes. And what is the third condition?
Follow step 2 until
Step
we
2,
reach
until we
dead end.
reach the dead end. So so first I have searched an element called A. So first I have searched the element called A. Again I have searched the element called C. And after that, this is my current node, and I want to look out the adjacent node of C. What is my adjacent node of C?
D and A.
B.
D and A. So in the second step, we want to visit the unvisited node in a graph. So here A is already visited. So only one possible is that we want to visit D, right? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now this D will be becoming as your current node. So what?
So not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yes. So now what will happen? It will D will take as my current node, and after that, what is my adjacent node of B and D? What is the adjacent of D?
D.
E. Yes, sir. C.
What is my adjacent? So this is my current node.
GAB.
1 minute. So here we have visited A, here we have visited C, and here now we are looking into D. So D is my current node. And what is my adjacent node of D?
A, B, E.
A, B, C, and
C,
D.
D.
All are my adjacent nodes. So here what is the thing? The second condition will be, you want to visit unvisited node. So it means the A will be eliminated and C will be eliminated because it already visited. So here we are having two option called B and E. So I am going to represent this E. So now this will be represented as my current node, and the searching technique will be like this: A, C, D, and A, C, D, and E. So now the searching technique will be like this. And now this E will be my current node, and I want to check with the neighbor node of E. What is my neighbor node?
B.
B and D. So D is already visited here. So it means there is no need to worry about this. And only one condition will be like this, that is D, that is B. So B, we have visited and we have searched the element that we have applied in the condition. So it means we have visited all the nodes, right?
Yes, sir.
In between, if you are visiting all the nodes, the searching vertices has been appeared in between the search visiting technique, then the program will be stopped. If all the node has been visited and there is no node that we are searching in the graph, then it will be displaying that the node is not present in the graph. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So now if you are going with this, And can anyone study the fourth point that we have done? I have written here. What is the fourth point?
If unvisited nodes are present in the graph, then backtrack, take recent visited node as current node. Repeat step
Yes.
2.
Yes. So it means that if you are not having any adjacent node, before completing the searching technique, if one of the node is not having your adjacent node, and in that case we can backtrack your recent visit as a current node. That means we can come one step backward and make that previous current node as your current node and do the process. So I will give you, so this is the example for that. So if suppose I am taking the current node as A, what is my adjacent node?
B.
B. So it means that first it has been started from A and it will move to the B. And what is the current node of B? Adjacent node of B?
C.
C. So we have visited A, B, and now this will be my current node. So C will be my current node. So after visiting C, I want to look into the adjacent side. What is the adjacent?
D and E.
D and E. So in this case, I can either go with D or E. So now I am going with the cases of D. And in this, we have visited D, and D is my current node. And what is my neighbor node?
M and K.
K.
M and K. So now I am going with this current node of K. So after going with this current node of K, whether K is having any adjacent node?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Once the traversal technique has been completed now,
Trace
sir.
back.
Yes, sir.
the traversal technique which was not been completed. Why? Because we having remaining 3 nodes to traverse, right?
Yes, sir.
So it means we want to go to the depth of that particular graph. It means we having 3 nodes pending. In this case, what is the thing is we are not having any adjacent node, so it will consider and it will come one step backward, and again this will act as your current node. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And after this is my current node. And what is my second point that we have discussed? That we want to find out the adjacent node that was not visited, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here we having 2 adjacent node. One is K and M. Here M is not visited, and again I am making this M as my current node. And the searching technique will be like this, M. And after this, whether M having any adjacent nodes?
No.
No. Again, what will happen? Again, the C will be act as your current node, and it will check whether C having any unvisited, D having any unvisited node here. Am I audible? Am I
Yes, sir.
audible?
Audible, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Whether C is having any unvisited nodes, adjacent nodes.
Yes, sir. E.
No. In this, whether D is having any unvisited node, no, right?
No, sir.
No. So again, what will happen? It will traverse one step backward. It will come to the current node will become to C, and it will check whether C is having any unvisited node. Yes.
Yes, sir. E.
Yes. So the E was not visited. So now the E will be act as your current node, and it will traverse after M. It will traverse to E, and after that it will check whether the neighbor node has been present or not for the C. So E having 2 neighbor node, one is C and F. So C is already visited, so it will be traversed to F, and after that this F will act as your current node, and the searching technique will be like this. The F will act as your current node, and after completion of this, it will check again any adjacent node is available or not. No, there is no adjacent node is available, and it will check whether all the node has been visited, all the node has been act as the current node. Yes, all the node has been act as the current node. This is the traversal technique to traverse from one particular node to depth end of the graph. Clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any doubts in this traversal technique?
No.
Any doubts in this? 1 minute.
No,
1
sir.
minute. அப்படியே பேசுங்க, அப்படியே பேசுங்க.
Yeah, guys, this is Tangamani, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Today alone class
yes,
will
ma'am.
be at 5 o'clock, okay? Evening 5 o'clock. Because I have little work now, so I'll be conducting at 5 o'clock today. Okay, don't worry, I'll be giving some assignments only. Okay, please do join. Attendance is compulsory. Is it okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Have you clear about this traversal techniques?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So based upon this traversal technique, who's that? So based upon this node insertion, inserting an edge, creating an edge, deleting a node, deleting an edge, and traversing method. So this all lines of code will be occur in a single program, right? That we will discuss in the next week. So next week, most probably the syllabus will be completed. Only one program. Remaining all the topics will be covered over to you, and that will be discussed. Each and individual module will be discussed in particular classes. Not in the same class. I am going to explain all the codes. As like that, we have discussed in the BST tree, binary search tree. Same like that, we will discuss each and individual module, how it will be working and how it will be the output will be represented. Right? If you are having any doubts, you can raise your hands and stay back over here. If you are not having doubts, you just give your attendance and you can leave now. Arun Jetli, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Arun, you have received any call from the particular sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now,
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. So, who's that?
okay, sir.
Yes, thank you. Sangavi, are you there, Sangavi?
Yes, sir.
Sangavi, have you received any calls?
No, sir, not yet.
Okay, okay. You just wait there. If the call has been coming to you, you just attend that, right?
Oh, okay, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, Arun. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sivakarthik. Arun,